Hello, everybody. Welcome into Tuesday, October 29th, 2024. Ken Style Live with the Zoom homies. The Zoom homies with Ken Style Live, where the magic happens. We have Bill, we have Rich, we have Greg, we have Sam, we have the Bopsy twins tonight, Ghetto and Ghetto Jr. Hello, boys.
Hey, Ken.
Ironic you would say, hey, Ken. So it's good to see everybody. It's good to be back.
토니 왈로세드 노마루.
I believe SpeakerBot is working. I was working on it for quite a long time this evening, and I hope... Thank you, Wintermute. Appreciate that. There's a couple new ones, and it's in the description if anyone wants to go research it and see. They were working. I don't know that they're going to work now that I'm live, but they were working. And I got quite a bit of editing going on as well. But I'm not going to bore everybody with that. That'll come out next week to bore everybody with. Golfing today was... Oh, it didn't play. Why didn't that play? One of them played, one of them didn't. One of them's a sound effect, one of them is not. Obviously, the one that played the picture in the background worked, but the sound effect did not work. Why did that? It's showing in OBS that it's coming on.
그레카이 said hello 그레카이.
Great guy said hello, great guy.
I heard it.
Yeah, that worked, but the EL is a sound bite that I took off the internet, and it was working earlier. We hear it, spooky laugh. Oh, okay, I'm not hearing it. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's about a 3-second spooky laugh. Let me turn my audio on to get a little bit of echoing. Someone could hit that for me.
Engrish.
All right, it does work. Cool. I'm not sure why I hear some, like I heard English in my earbuds, but I don't hear the spooky laugh. I will have to go figure that out.
그레카이 said
Did I
hello
not mute?
그레카이.
I muted myself. Where's the echo coming from?
I think it's Greg.
Yep, it's Greg. It wouldn't be, the night wouldn't be right if Greg did not mute having YouTube playing. So anyway, golfing today was great up until the 11th and 12th hole, where I incurred back-to-back penalties for the same thing. I went under a tree. I shot a 7 on both holes. Was not happy. I ended up losing by 1. I had that match so well in hand until those 2 holes. Hey, the good news is I didn't put a golf ball in the water. Bad news was I put them under 2 trees. Ironically, they were not the same 2 trees. They were both pine trees, but not the same pine tree. But they could have been because of the way the golf course is laid out. And it was fun. We had a really good time playing today, and probably going to be it for a while. The weather's getting ready to change, and there's other things going on. So, hi, Bill, way back there in the background.
You mean you can't use a chainsaw to remove the trees?
No, and one of them might have been somewhat playable, but I just wasn't in the mood to make it any worse than it already was. I could have taken a mulligan and replayed it, but I just, I like the challenge. You take your lip, you take your lumps, or whatever you want to call it. You go in a tree, you take the penalty. At least I do. You play the game fairly. At least I try to. And like I said, I ended up losing by 1, so not too bad. Whereas yesterday the putting was. So, I say something?
I said, yes, Princess. He was trying to get
Ski Man 21632. It is currently 54.3 degrees Fahrenheit, 12.4 degrees Celsius, and clear in Preston, Maryland.
Ski Man's weather report took forever to populate, but it finally did populate. 54 degrees. I don't know what we are right now. It's comfortable. I know that. But we got a pretty good chance of rain for tomorrow, which is needed. It'll be good. I can get some work done in here. Alex is doing some kind of research. Doesn't realize we can see the reflection in his glasses. Ghetto's doing research on his phone.
Hey, baby, go use the mobile.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
We're 51.
Yep, we got the windows open.
We are 68 right now. So, overnight low of 62, which will be very
토니
comfortable.
왈로 said 볼헤이븐.
You got y'all all beat. I'm 72.
Well, you're in Arkansas too, so your temperature should be a little bit warmer. And I imagine those in Nevada and California got you beat as well. So, speaking of, go ahead.
High is 64. High is 84, and low is 66.
That's comfortable. I mean, we're 68 out there right now, so.
Tony Wallow
And there's a
said
70% the
subscribe.
next chance of rain is on Halloween. 70%.
Oh, that's the best time to have rain is on Halloween. That makes Halloween so much fun. Speaking of Halloween, how many people actually saw the trailer tonight? If you didn't, no big deal. Well, I got permission to use that. That's from another YouTube creator, and I put a link in the description, and I gave him a nod at the end of the trailer to his. I put a link to his channel and a video on to go. You guys know what I'm trying to say. Engrish. Oh my gosh. 8 minutes into it, and I've already lost my train of thought. Tell you, it's terrible. We checked out a restaurant tonight after golfing.
Engrish.
Probably will never eat there ever again.
Why that?
Just wasn't appealing. It was rather pricey. They didn't get our food right. Just all kind of things. And oddly enough, there are a lot of people that like this establishment called Five Guys.
Yeah, we got one of those.
Yeah, we ate in. We actually went to the restaurant to eat in. I think the first thing that really upset me was the guy before us was order number 79. We were order number 80. The people right behind us were 81, 82, 83, 84. 79, 81, 82, 83, and 84 got theirs before we got ours. And we ordered 2 hamburgers, a thing of french fries, and a drink. Make no sense in my mind, but I didn't say anything.
What did they
However,
order?
The 2 that were in front of us, that we allowed to go in front of us, ordered 3 sandwiches, 2 french fries, and 2 drinks. And the guy ordered, which I didn't see it on the menu, a double hamburger. So apparently you have to know the secret menu or something. And then
There are hamburgers by default or double hamburgers. You have to specify. You have to specify if you want a single.
Oh, okay. Well, the little burger's a single because that's what Mrs. K got. And then I didn't realize that it was a double, which is fine. Now, I did today scare someone on the golf course. We lose track of time, and it gets dark at 6:45 now. I mean, it gets dark. You can't see your hand in front of your face dark at 6:45. So we're playing 14, and these kids are playing 13, and they were kids. They were teenage kids. And they cut across from 13 to 15, which was fine because we're still on 14, and they play 15. Well, as we're walking up to 15, this other kid that was playing with the group comes straggling along, and I said something. I said, you guys should have at least asked to play ahead of us. You know, we don't mind, but you should at least ask. It's golf etiquette. He goes, oh, I'm sorry, sir. This is my first time playing golf. I said, okay. So he hits his ball promptly into the lake. He walked off. He did not finish the hole. He actually walked off. Mrs. K said I scared him. Well, I don't think I scared him. I don't know what I did. Now, the next thing that happened was I did scare these guys because as they finished the hole, the one kid grabs his golf cart and starts to walk across the green, which you do not do. You do not take your golf cart across the green, ever. So I yelled, I had a military flashback, if you can imagine that. And I yelled, and they both were startled and they jumped, and I startled them so bad they skipped 16 and played 17. I'll tell you. Yes, Ghetto, you have your hand raised.
Why don't you drive your golf cart across the green?
Just you respect the green. The green is specially cut, special grass. It's that way for a reason, and you don't destroy it. You don't. If you put a hole in it with your golf ball with the divot, you repair the divot. If there's something there that needs to be fixed, you fix it. You do not pull your golf cart. Heaven forbid if you're in a motorized golf cart, you would never drive across that.
What if I drive across it?
So if you damage it, you have to pay for it?
If you get caught, yes, but very rarely
Oh,
do
okay.
you get caught.
What if I drive across it?
Why would you drive across it? What? I can't wait to hear this explanation as to why you think you would be driving across a putting surface of a golf course.
To get a free Slim Jim.
with the wheelchair, if I was a golfer, how?
They have specially made apparatuses to play golf for people that are confined to a wheelchair. Now, I don't think I've ever seen one on the putting surface, though. I seen a guy drive down into a bunker and hit out of a bunker, which is also known as a sand trap. The correct terminology is a bunker. And that was really cool because he pulled down into the bunker, he got situated to the ball, and then the chair apparatus thing just stands him up so that he can swing the golf club, which he did. He came out of the bunker on his first
폰이 왈로세드.
swing. I can't even do that. I was impressed. But I don't think I've ever recalled seeing one on the putting surface itself. I would imagine it would do a lot of damage. I'll have to look into that and get back to you on that.
폰이 왈로세드 원크.
Ski Man says 5 guys not so impressed there. Okay, it was all right. She brought home 2 things of the peanuts they give away. I don't know. Being served out of a paper bag when you're eating in a restaurant didn't appeal to me, and the fact that we were, like I said, we were second in line, and there were 5 people got their food before we did.
Well, I've always wanted to try it, but every time I look at the prices, it's rather pricey, and there's only 2 in the entire state, and they're both in Little Rock.
Well, that would make sense. I mean, they're not going to go to Sheridan's. Surprised they're not in Texarkana. What your 2 biggest cities are? What, Little Rock and Texarkana?
I don't know about Texarkana, but Little Rock is our biggest city, and it's only like 200,000 or something. Something like that.
I wonder. I just got a message that the bot is on some kind of a delay. If it is, it's on its own. All I did was fire it up, add a couple things, and test them out, and it could be an internet thing. I'm still live, so that's not what the delay is. And by still live, I mean I'm hovering over the live button and it's red. So, Stealth Mode is in the chat room. Hello, Stealth. Oh, speaking of chat, I need to thank Tony Wallow for participating in the goal that I set, not realizing that it would actually start before the stream started. I set it for 30 minutes, and it actually ran for 30 minutes, and then it's over. And Rick Lakes also participated with a $3 super chat. Tony Wallow was $1.99, but Rick got in just as it ended. So according to the goals I set, I set a goal of 5. Apparently that's the minimum you can set. And I was trying to set it for 99 cents, but there's no way that I can find that you can set the amount. You can change the color of the background. Yay. But you can't change the dollar amount. Yeah. If it's something new. I guess you've got to be monetized. It says the gold is in, the timer ended before reaching a goal. So I'm going to start another one, and I'm going to see, and I no one needs to participate. I'm going to put 5 this time instead of, I had 5 last time. I just go to 1 super chat, and then when you go to choose the super chat colors that count, It's for teal is for $5 or higher. Yellow's for 10 or higher. Orange is 20 or higher. Magenta is for 50 and higher, and red is for 100 and higher. So I'm going to go with teal, but I don't want a $5 super chat. I honestly don't. I'm going to set the timer for, what time is it? 14 minutes, because we have 14 minutes left. So we'll set that for there. And then I should have copy and pasted this in here, because you have to put in, show how you'll celebrate. And I'm going to start the goal. I'm just curious. I'm just messing around with this to see how it works. Tony today during your period gifted 5 memberships. I'm going to gift my second 5 for the month. I believe I still have them on Halloween night. I'm going to try to do my 5 at the beginning and at the end of the month. And then Mrs. K is going to give away some as well. Help the month out a little bit. Wow, I clicked on the arrow to go to the end of chat. It says goal created. I just started goal. You click on see goal and it tells you what the goal is. I'm going to have to go find a creator that has this going and check it out myself. I'm curious as to how that is going to work. There was another weird thing that came out from YouTube today. Vertical. Now, this is crazy. Vertical live streams are going to become a thing on YouTube. Vertical, up and down, like shorts. Can you imagine?
In other words, portrait.
In other words, portrait, yes. But can you imagine? I can't. And apparently they experimented somewhere and they had a little video of someone saying, "Oh, I've been doing this now for however long, and it's quite successful, and people find it." I struggle with shorts, let alone a vertical live stream. So I don't see that I'm going to test that out anytime soon. Once it becomes available to me, if it ever becomes available to me. Got that in the email today. What's new with YouTube creators?
I haven't got many emails from them.
How long has it been since you streamed?
My last stream was.
Just say a while back ago. It was a while back ago. 2 weeks, wasn't it?
23 days ago.
A little over 2 weeks then. Almost a month.
Yeah.
Are you... you bring up an interesting question, Ghetto.
What's that?
How many subscribers do you have now?
359.
So you're still 141 away from meeting the 500 to be partially monetized. I wonder if you have to be monetized to get letters for creators or not. I honestly don't know, and I'm not saying that to demean or Ghetto whatsoever. I'm just wondering out loud, thinking out loud, if I'm getting him because I'm monetized, Ghetto's not getting him because he's not monetized. I'll have to bug Doug about that tomorrow when he does his live stream. Go ahead.
I haven't been doing live streams because I've just been busy.
Stealth mode. I don't like portrait version. Yeah, I agree. I mean, it is what it is. I yet to try another over a minute long short. Apparently, it's slowly rolling out. I'll do one of these days again. Probably do the same one. I don't know. A lot of English. My gosh. A lot of interesting little things going on with YouTube right now. Premiere was
I don't
fun.
think YouTube knows what YouTube's doing.
I would second that. I don't think they do. I think they get crazy ideas and they let the kids from 3rd grade run it, and You know, that's why things change as often as they do. That's just my opinion. I'm quite sure it's not the third graders, by the way. We all know it's the sixth graders. Tony says, "See, yes, cerveza." Those of you that were on Zoom last night know what that's all about. Learn something every day, so to speak. Grandkids are doing good. They got the money. They've gotten some clothes. Now they're trying to find a place to live. They're going to have to get furniture as well. I'm trying to figure out a way to help them as best we can from here. Get them up and running. They had to take some time off the school and their work to go get things replaced. So apparently the fire broke out at about 100 when they were at work, and they came home and it was devastating. So
Okay.
Lorna's grandsons, my grandsons, in the Philippines by marriage.
Okay.
The two oldest ones. So that was on Sunday night, I believe, when it
Okay.
happened. We've talked to them. They're in good spirits. We talked to them yesterday and we talked to them today. They're in good spirits, which is good. So no injuries. Not, and please don't misunderstand this. Not that I'm aware of, and not to Lorna's grandsons. If there were, nobody's saying anything. And I know that sounds a bit selfish, but they were not. So that's good. They lost everything. But as far as injuries go to them, they weren't. And as far as other people, they have not said. Were they charging e-bikes? They don't have e-bikes, so I don't know. The house allegedly started in the house behind their house. One of these days, privately on Zoom, I will share pictures of the area, and you will get an idea of how, if the house 2 houses down or behind you or whatever goes up in flames, there's a good chance your house is going up in flames too.
So it's like where I used to live.
It's sort of like where you used to live, but it's kind of also sort of not like where you used to live. I mean, if the lady's house next door were to catch fire and we're not home and the fire department doesn't get here in time, our place is going to go up in flames too. And like I said last night on the Zoom after the stream, I can't imagine what it's like to go to work and come home and see your property smoldering in ashes. I just can't picture what that would be like. Just like the people with the hurricanes. I mean, it was devastating. We all saw pictures. We all saw videos. But I think until you actually physically experience it, you have no idea of what it's like.
But like almost like that right there.
Yeah, but yes and no. They're a lot closer, and they're not made of the materials that those houses are made out of. In some cases, they are literally made with bamboo and wood, sticks, trees, lumber.
Well, you know what Marianne was about. Those houses are real close together. I mean,
Yeah, a couple of them are connected.
yeah. I mean, Marianne's house is connected to that fence, would be connected to that other house. If that house on the corner goes up and they don't stop it in time, and it gets to that fence and that fence catches on fire, there goes Marianne, there goes the whole fucking block.
Yeah. Long Dog came into the conversation late. Just to summarize, my grandson's in the Philippines, Lorna's grandson's in the Philippines. House burnt down on Sunday night, and they lost everything. And we're kind of just discussing that a little bit. DVR. There you go. Yes, let's go down the let's go down the DVR road. It's DVR. I think it's. I honestly don't know if my live stream is set for DVR or not. I have no clue. I only work here, like Doug says. I could not tell you. I think it is, but if someone were to say, "Here's X amount of dollars for you to be definitive about it," I couldn't say one way or the other because I honestly don't know. I would like to think that it is. It's like $50 bet that I'm so glad somebody didn't take yesterday because I would have lost the bet. Normally, that particular situation, I would have won the bet. And yes, it's golf related. So, and yes, there's betting on in golf, whether people realize it or not. Even at our level, we jokingly bet back and forth. Yes, it's on the ones I rewatch. Cool. Thank you, Stealth. I appreciate that. Coming up on 26 minutes after the hour. I think I'm going to wrap it up. Doctors went well today. For anyone that's interested, she's happy, not changing any medications. They're going to look into a couple little things that nobody seems to quite understand. They wanted to change my blood pressure medication only because I got to split this silly little pill in half. And then she says, oh, wait, you would have to split this one in half. I said, well, then there's no sense doing that, because if I'm splitting one pill already, there's no sense sending me another pill that I got to split to take place of the pill that I'm splitting. And it just makes no sense. And she agreed, so we're going to leave everything like it was. We're going to look into why I'm gaining weight instead of losing weight, because I'm supposed to be losing weight. I'm not. And I'm eating less. So it was good. It was a good doctor's visit.
Sometimes medicine make you gain weight.
Yeah, I mean, I dropped to 227 in about a 3-week period, which was fine, and then I put it all right back on. I wasn't sick during that period. I actually eat a little less now than I was then, but I'm back to I weighed 238 this morning. 238.4 is what I weighed this morning. So, you know, I don't want to bulk up and be, you know, like a girly boy or anything like that. I want to slim down a little bit. Yeah, I was happy. We did agree on the A1C dropped from 8.0 to 6.8 in a 49-day period. Now, those of you that are aware of what A1C is and how it's determined for a diabetic and everything, it's basically usually on a 90-day period. It's your 90-day blood sugar average. Mine dropped 1.2 points, whatever you want to call it, in a 49-day period. So that's good. And I did argue a little bit, not real hard, but I did argue that I had done most of that prior to the Jardiance getting here. And then she said, well, the Jardiance isn't hurting you. So, you know, that was kind of her nice way of saying, I'm not taking you off the Jardiance. So we agreed on that. So that's good. Dolph Lundgren, yeah. There was a Saturday Night Live skit, too, that did the girly boy, too. Hans and Franz, I think it was. They were pretty funny. Yeah, I get the idea behind it, Long Dog. I basically do understand it. We discussed the fact that you can have a sweet every now and then. We also set a limit on how low they don't want me to go under, which I was shocked, and that's 70. I've been down in the 109s and the 100s and the 90s, and she, that's normal, you're good. 70. I said, well, what happens if it gets to 70? And then she told me about 6 or 7 different things that I've got to take, none of which are in our house. So we're going to have to get some of that stuff and stash it somewhere. And then she said, well, Halloween's coming up in 3 days. Just get you some Halloween candy and put it somewhere. I got permission from the doc, so. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. I want to thank Rick and Tony Wallow again for their super chat participation in the gold thing that I tested out. That is great. I didn't expect it. $1.99 from Tony, $3 from Rick. Thank you very much. I'm not worried about the second one. I just wanted to basically run it for the time just to check out the timer. It looks like it's going to be about right. I also want to thank everyone in chat, and I'm checking out the new little gizmo thing that Sam helped me set up. And that would be Greg, Jeff, Long Dog, One Fish, Rick Lake, Ski Man, Stealth Mode, Tony Wallow, and Wintermute. And if you are interested in joining us on the stream, the Zoom after the stream, check out the stream about right now. There's the email. Shoot me an email. We'll get the great. Just shoot me an email. Excuse me. I also want to thank the Zoom homies: Bill, Rich, Greg, Sam, Ghetto Jr., and looky there. We're going to have to give him a new title. Jeff Ryman shows up. late. Hey, Jeff. But I know why Jeff's late, so it's good. It's all good. See you guys. See you on Doug's tomorrow. Oh, wait. Is there a Doug's tomorrow?
Yeah, bro.
Okay. See you on Doug's then. Good night.